Well, hello there, buff gals around the world. It feels like it has been an eternity, but we are back. It is the two buff guys today. How you doing, Pa?
I'm not doing good. I am not doing good at all. So we need an intervention today.
Okay, all right. Well, we don't have the full team here, but we'll do our best.
Hold on. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. I'm just looking at our live clock. It says I think it just reset. We're only 10 seconds in now, so that's a little weird.
No, for me it's 34, 35, 36.
Okay. Maybe a slight technical glitch. But
Texan
yeah,
time. Texan time compared to Idaho time.
life is good. And yeah, I'm in a slightly similar boat to you, but we'll talk about that in just a sec.
Okay. So my problem is this one. It's going in the wrong direction. And I know it's going in the wrong direction. It's going in the wrong direction because I'm eating all sorts of C-wrap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing tons of exercise, but I just can't get motivated currently to change it.
Yeah.
So I need some thoughts. So how are you doing? Are you going in the right direction yourself, or have you stalled as well? Are you going?
No, I'm going. So, okay, backtrack a little bit. For about 3 weeks now, I've been doing one meal a day. That's my diet. It's called the OMAD, and basically, it's what it is: one meal a day, and that's my dinner. So I will wake up, go to work, not have breakfast. Um, Lunchtime, not have breakfast, just drinking water. And that's pretty much it. Come home, and then I'll have a nice dinner. Um, that it's not really restrictive to what it is, but I try and keep it healthy. And I'm finding out that I'm still losing about zero point 0.8 pounds every day, which is great.
Yeah.
But I had a setback today because I got on the scales today, and I woke up and I had gained 3 pounds. Now I'm thinking to myself, what on earth could that have been? Because I didn't have anything crazy unhealthy, or I didn't have a large quantity of something last night. But the only thing I could think of is yesterday I decided to change it up a little bit. Because it's been a while. I wanted to have a really nice breakfast, so I made myself scrambled eggs out of 3 eggs, two slices of toast, and a nice big cup of tea. That's the only thing I can think of because every other day it's going down and down and down and down. This is the one time I did something different, and then this is the one time I've stepped on the scale. It just doesn't make sense why it's 3 pounds. Why it jumped up such a large number?
Okay. I
How
would
losing weight
I
is
wouldn't
tough.
be too worried about that. I wouldn't be too worried because I would suspect that if you go back to the one meal a day
Mm-hmm.
starting today, then within a couple of days or maybe even tomorrow,
Yeah,
it'll be back to where it should be. Logically, if you're not cheating
yeah,
and if you're only drinking water and only having one meal a day, then your weight has to go down because I guess your daily exercise is staying constant,
yeah.
so it has to go down. For me, it's clear I'm cheating, so I can't blame the scales. I can't blame the position of the sun compared to the moon. It's purely I'm not doing the things I should be doing. So yours is an easy one. Tomorrow, the next day, you'll be back on track.
Yeah. I think it's more the question of if if this is how my body reacts to one time, because this is all we're all about trying to set up good habits for the long term. and I still don't know yet if doing one meal a day is how I want to spend the next months, or years, doing. I'm not sure if that's what I enjoy, so I've got to try and figure out a way to be able to do the things I like, have the things I like, but also keep the weight down.
Hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, and you you've already put the things in place, or we've both put the things in place, and William's put the thing in place as well to keep us on track. The fact that you now get on the scales each day,
Yeah.
I haven't been on them for a few days because I knew what was going to happen
Yeah.
stupidly. But if you get on them every day
Hmm.
and you act upon what the value that you see and you act in the right direction, then over your lifetime you will be in better shape.
Yeah.
You only became as big as you became because you had no controls in place. You were just putting it in,
Yeah.
buying comfortable clothes,
Hmm.
then buying bigger comfortable clothes, and then buying bigger ones.
Hmm.
But never once really standing on the scales and saying, okay, hold on a second, hold on. So now I wouldn't really worry about the one meal a day or two meals a day. If
Hmm.
the moment your primary goal is to get to a certain weight by the time you get to your wedding,
Yeah.
my primary goal is a different one. My primary goal is to become healthy. I don't see that fasting is healthy. My view.
Hmm.
I don't see that one meal a day is healthy.
Right.
There are plenty of people that watch this video and say, well, he doesn't know what he's talking about because there are plenty of starving people in this world that only have one meal every 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And I respect that. But to me, I think doing things like fasting, having one meal a day are artificial ways to lose weight.
Yeah.
But they're ways that work for you at the moment. And by
Right.
losing weight, you get the inspiration to carry on.
Yeah.
I'm I've flipped the thing the other way. I'm more interested in making myself healthy.
Right.
And once I'm healthy, or as I become more healthy, my weight will go in the right direction.
Hmm.
What's on the whiteboard behind me is a good indicator of that because the weight comes down when I'm exercising and eating healthy food. It's gone up recently because I've been exercising. I've been doing at least 19,000 steps per day for weeks and weeks and weeks now, and it's hot here in Texas.
Yeah.
So the exercise has been constant, but I've been buying digested biscuits and cookies. I've been eating far more butter than I should. I've been eating alone and
Yeah.
eating for two instead of one. So I've been doing things that aren't healthy.
And have you been eating out any more than you normally would?
No, only I've only been out once in the past 2 or 3 weeks. Sorry, I was on a business trip to Germany, so I went out a couple of times there.
Gotcha.
But it's the since I've been back here in Texas, I've been out one night.
Yeah.
But the food itself, one night now and again is no big deal. But I slip back into the routine of having one or two beers each night.
Yeah.
Then after one or two beers, I've said it many times in previous broadcasts, then come, oh, let's have a few peanuts.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's have a whiskey to go with the peanuts. And then, oh, let's have some cheese to go with the peanuts. And then you wake up the next day feeling, so you have a bit bigger breakfast.
Yeah.
So I've just got to break the circle. I'm being a bit of a whiny, whingy baby. And I know what I need to do.
Yeah. Well, Well, everybody knows what they need to do, you know, yeah, and that could be us three, that could be people down the road, that could be people wherever. We know what we need to do. The formula's simple, consume the correct foods in the correct quantities and mix that in with a correct amount of exercise and getting out there and vitamin D and all that. That's that's the formula that everybody knows. It's just for some reason some of us just find it a little bit harder than others.
Yeah.
And it's tough. Now, you said something at the beginning, about how you're gaining weight, but you're still exercising. You're exercising like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever thought about maybe the exercises that you're doing aren't the right exercises? I don't know how to say it. Do you ever think that maybe what you're doing, you could be doing something that maybe takes equal or less time, is more high intensity, but will burn off more calories?
Oh, for sure. For sure. But but as you know, I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
And now that I've been doing these 19,000 steps per day for a very long time, I don't want to go back and do less.
Right.
But yeah, without doubt, you're right, because I noticed it back in Austria. To do 19,000 steps in Austria is much harder to do them in Texas.
Yeah.
Because where I'm in Texas, everything is flat.
Yeah.
So that means that the 19,000 steps here are easier. So I need to do something to up my game, to make me sweat a bit more, and to burn a few more calories. But even so, the biggest problem is the food going in. So that's where I need to focus on the next few weeks.
How tall is your building?
It's not too bad. I'm on the fifth floor, which most Europeans would say the fourth floor. If those Europeans worked for the big German semiconductor manufacturer called Siemens, they would call it the seventh floor. But it's not very high up. It's enough that I can walk up the stairs easily.
Well, because I was thinking what you could try to blend what you like a little bit. You could do get a weighted vest, stairs, because usually there's two corridors, set of stairs on one side, set of stairs on the other side, and you can go down, up, and you do a few loops. I don't know. I get what you're saying. What worries me is, at least towards the end of this year, we're gonna have a period of time where it is going to be booze and food central. Because in case you didn't know this, but I'm getting married in October, and I know that my wife to be's family loves to drink and loves to eat, and I know that my family loves to eat and love to drink, and so that is definitely something that's been on my mind. I'm not going into this wedding thinking, "Oh, I've reached my goal. Great, now I can just say, whatever. I can just I want to come out of this wedding in good shape." Knowing that there were temptations, and a few of them I enjoyed, but I didn't give in to all distractions, all things that look good.
I don't think 1 day or 2 days are a problem. Sorry, I know from my own experience.
Yeah.
1 day or 2 days are no problem.
Yeah.
Because you enjoy it. You get on the scale the next day and you think, holy schmoly. And then you do the things you have to do. Then 2 or 3 days later, it's gone. It's when you say, okay, so I had a really good time last night. And hey, the scale didn't look too bad. So I'll do the same thing again today.
Yeah.
And tomorrow and the next day. And oh, we'll measure the weight next week. Then it becomes a problem. That's why I'm in this mess now.
Yeah.
So I need a bit of tough love from nobody else but myself, because we agreed at the beginning this would just be positivity in this call.
Absolutely.
And then we would be successful. So I'm going to give myself some tough love and some positivity as well. And that number will be down lower next week.
Good. Good. Absolutely.
How's your exercise been going?
My steps are good.
Good means what? Roughly.
18, 19,000 steps a day.
Okay.
They've stayed pretty constant. And then
good number. You were doing more than that. Have things changed at work?
No, not particularly. The only thing that's really changed is the heat.
Okay.
It's an excuse, but our warehouse doesn't have HVAC, so it's like an oven.
Okay.
But other than that, Lily and I we go and we hit the punch bag, and it was fun. She's now starting to get the punch bag hand.
Okay.
And it's just nice if ever there's something, because Lily loves going to get her coffee or there's a chain here. It's called Dutch Brothers, and they make these nice treats and all that. And so I've now instituted a policy. If she wants to go and get something, we've got to do 3 rounds. We both have to do 3 rounds in the bag. So it's 3 3-minute rounds for me, 3 2-minute rounds for her.
Okay.
And there's been a few times where she just said, you know what, forget it. I don't need it. I don't want it. But then there's been a few times where it's been, okay, yeah, let's do it. And we, yeah. So I like it. I think it's great. And then the same applies for me. I want to do something. I want to have something. What I did yesterday, going and having a nice breakfast, that was built on. Before that, I am going to have 3 3-minute rounds on the punch bag.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to do now. It's you have to pay the toll to have the fun, to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
And we're trying to save money as well. So we're trying to come up with ways to go out and have fun and do fun things without spending a lot of money. We used to call you guys before we bought the house, from the new developments, because we'd go and tour the houses and stuff like that. And so last night we had maybe a mile or two down the road, they have a new development. So we just parked the car up and we just walked around the neighborhood.
Okay.
All these empty homes. We took a walk around. Went exploring a little bit, and it's fun. Just a nice freeway. It was a good night, good evening, and we got some steps in, a few thousand steps. It was fun.
Yeah, small things make a big difference.
Absolutely, the fun things, because you know this. I've never really been one to enjoy walking, hiking, whatnot. I think it's actually changing a little bit, because I when I was camping, I actively wanted to try and go hiking up on a ridge. And so I don't think I've ever been at that point where I've wanted to do that before. So that was a little bit different. So maybe I'm trying to change.
So you didn't want to do the Bergerauf then?
Nope. Saw the pictures. Happy with looking at from over here.
It's a great feeling at any of these hikes that you do. Once you've done them, I remember you and your euphoria when you made up to Table Rock.
Yeah.
When you can do it with ease, it's a great feeling.
Absolutely.
So maybe the fact that you had an interest this time, maybe you didn't do it this time, but the fact you had an interest is because you're getting in much better shape. So there's time. We'll still make it on a 15-mile walk.
We will. We will. And that's the thing. When I did Table Rock last time, I must have been in the 300-pound range. Big, big. But I remember, and granted, I was going with somebody who was also on a similar fitness level, but going up at the rate that we were going was easy. It was way too easy. So I'd like to go and I'd like to tackle that one day and try that for myself. Just put on some music or podcast and just get on up there, see how quickly or whatnot it'll take me to get up there.
Good challenge. Particularly, it's a little bit too far away for you, but it's the kind of thing that if you can get up in the morning on a weekend, go there, get to the top, come back down, and then pick up something pleasant for breakfast, whether it be a bowl of fresh fruit from Whole Foods or whether it be an Einstein's bagel. Fresh fruit is your friend.
Yeah.
No, but if you're going to have the breakfast, you may as well have the breakfast you enjoy.
Well, yeah, but again, it just ties into that conversation we were having before, and the one we've had before that, even where you can have done everything right all day, and you can do one thing, and that can erase all of the progress.
Yeah, but then you could argue.
Yeah.
You can do everything wrong the whole day and still do that one other thing as well. So you've doubled the damage.
Very true. Very true.
So look on the bright side of life.
Absolutely. Agreed.
So my goal for this coming week is to stop eating crap.
Yeah.
So your mother's here, so there's a few digestive biscuits left. She can have them. I'm not going to have them anymore. I'm going to maybe have one beer today and then no beers until next weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to get back to where I was. Because if I have one biscuit, then I need another and another. They're addictive.
They are.
And the orange juice is bad as well because you have a small sip of that and then a gallon of it's gone.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All juices and yeah, I get that.
So what's your goal for the week ahead?
Lose those 3 pounds, and I'd like to do 6 3-minute rounds in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried that'll kill me, but I'll try it. I want to try it.
Well, it won't kill you, will it?
I don't know, Pot. It's brutal. It is really tough.
It still won't kill you.
Okay. All right.
So 6 3-minute rounds. 6 3-minute rounds.
Yeah.
Nice to see a video of it.
Okay. I keep saying okay. I've got to do it.
Okay. Right then, let's wind this thing up.
All right. Another week in the books, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great week ahead and stay